England have announced their squad to take on Italy in the fourth round of the Six Nations. Let's get straight into it. But first of all, actually, thank you guys for coming back to the channel. If you're coming back, I need 4 more subscribers to get to 50 subscribers and go live for games on YouTube. So please do subscribe and like the video if you do like this sort of reaction to the squad. But yes, England have announced their squad, and as I said, let's go and look at it. And look at that, what a beautiful, beautiful forward pack that is. And why is it beautiful? Because we have got a load of Saracens players in there. How many Bristol players? 1. How many Bath? 1. How many Leicester? 1. How many Sale? 1. How many Saracens? 4 Saracens players. We see the return of ex-captain, England captain, Jamie George. Jamie George is back. That's his signature on the ball. Jamie George. So he's back at hooker. Luke Cowan-Dickie has been dropped to the bench, which I must admit though, putting the Saracens bias aside, I think it's pretty harsh. I do like Luke Cowan-Dickie. I think he does more around the park than Jamie George sometimes does. But Jamie George comes on and sees the game off very well. Maybe because it's his 100th cap, they want him to walk out with the, lead the team out of the tunnel, and at Twickenham as captain, 100th cap, it'd be nice for him. Well, he's actually vice captain. Mario Toji is, of course, still the main captain. Genge and Stewart continue in their prop starting positions, which I think is fair enough. They've been fantastic. George Martin is out, so Ollie Chesham is definitely the second lock alongside Mario Toji. And in the same back row as the last 2 games, which has been working so well, Tom Willis is doing excellent at 8, and he sort of released the shackles off Benno at 7. And then Tom Curry is having probably the best season of his life since, well, he was very good in the World Cup, I thought, but definitely since 2019 World Cup. Tom Curry is playing some unbelievable rugby. So this is a very exciting forward pack, and as good as Italy's forwards are, they do have some fantastic forwards. I love both the Canones, Ruzza, Lamaro, Sebastian, I can't say his surname for YouTube purposes, but Fischetti, he might be out. We don't know the Italian squad yet, but we'll get into that tomorrow or probably Friday. But still, a fantastic squad for England here, and for a forward pack, and I'm very excited to watch them demolish Italy on Sunday. No, I'm not that confident. But this is going to be a very exciting game, and the forwards are a big part of England's strength. And here are the backs for England, and let's get into the main talking point straight away. Elliot Daly starts at 15, another Saracens legend. Of course, I got my Elliot Daly shirt on. No, that's not my Elliot Daly shirt. Oh, I need to change my shirt. I'm a rugby insider man, but I've got also an Elliot Daly man. Elliot Daly, the man, the myth, the legend. And it's a less tight-fitting shirt as well. But yes, Elliot Daly starts at fullback, which is interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. He's had a good impact off the bench the last 2 games. Marcus Smith, especially last game in Scotland, didn't really do loads of stuff in attack to really light up the just England's attack and sort of break through defences. So it's an interesting change from Borthwick. Is he going to give up overall with the Finn Smith, Marcus Smith 10-15 axes, or is this just for a temporary change against Italy to slightly test things and see how it will work with Daly at 15? But let's get into the real talking point. As the thumbnail shows, 5 Northampton Saints backs out of 7, of course. So that is a lot of players. Alex Mitchell, Finn Smith, Fraser Dingwall comes in at 12 ahead of Henry Slade. Ollie Lawrence at 13, obviously not a Northampton, okay. Ollie Slightholme, Tommy Freeman, and obviously Elliot Daly, the Saracens player. So 5 there. Mitchell, Smith, Dingwall, Slightholme, Freeman. 5 Northampton Saints players. And I think it's very exciting and a good move from Steve Borthwick. We have seen the sort of connection and chemistry of Northampton Saints players at international level. I think we saw it with Furbank and Freeman against Japan, did a nice try there. Just in the Six Nations, Finn Smith sort of kicked to Tommy Freeman. I think it works. I think there's something in it. And there's also the fact that Northampton Saints, when fully fit and firing, they've not been this year, but last year when they won the title, they were the best team in attack. Their backs are crucial to attack. Unlike some teams like Bath and Saracens, which are very forward dominated, even in attack, Northampton are very, very dependent on their backs, which are very exciting to watch. And hopefully this helps England. Hopefully England become more exciting to watch. There's been a lot of criticism in the last 2-3 weeks about England's attacking sort of shapes and structures, and this should definitely help. Another Northampton player, Fraser Dingwall, very underrated of his passing game. His distribution is excellent. And obviously we'll continue with Slightholme and Freeman on the wings, and the halfback pairing of Mitchell and Smith. So yeah, hopefully Alex Mitchell doesn't box kick it so much as he did last time. But yeah, it's just an exciting back line, and Elliot Daly can fill in any role that's needed and just sort of sweep. Ollie Lawrence has been fantastic all Six Nations. So I think England fans have a lot to be excited about watching this team go up against Italy on Sunday. And there are the substitutions for Sunday. The finishers, we have Luke Cowan-Dickie swaps with Jamie George. He's now on the bench. Finn Baxter and Joe Hayes continue their roles off the bench as they have done all Six Nations. Ted Hill is the sort of lock replacement. He obviously got about 30 seconds last week. Hopefully they give him a good 15 minutes against Italy or Wales, or hopefully both. Maybe even start him against Wales, depending on how England are doing and what their chances are winning the Six Nations. Chandler Cunningham himself continues on the bench. Ben Curry continues on the bench. He's been having a fantastic impact every time he's come off it, so glad to see him there. Maybe he deserves another start at some point. Jack Van Portley continues on as the 9 replacement. Obviously, I think is Ben Spencer out or is the other guy out? Harry Randall out? Can't remember. Oh no, Jack Van Portley's just come in. Oh sorry, I just realised Harry Randall came off the bench last round. So Jack Van Portley's in. Jack Van Portley is now the 9 replacement. Steve Borthwick's a big fan of him. I think he did quite well in the England A game. From what I've heard, I didn't manage to catch that. And then Marcus Smith is on the bench. So just basically Smith swaps with Elliot Daly like Cowan-Dickie and George have done. Obviously Steve Borthwick recognises the importance of having the Saracens players in the squad, so he's put 2 more in it. But there we go, that's the substitutions. And I think lots of 6-2 split. It's good having Marcus Smith who can play 10 and 15 like Elliot Daly can. It's important to have that person who can play multiple positions, I think, in the 23 shirt. Just overall a good set of substitutions. I don't think we're missing anyone majorly. I think people will be complaining about Jack Van Portley. I quite like him personally, and Ben Spencer is of course the logical replacement at 9. But if you want someone more in the style of Alex Mitchell, he's kind of in between Jack Van Portley and Harry Randall. But I think Jack Van Portley's a good player and he deserves another shot. Yeah, I'm happy with Jack Van Portley. But yes, that is the team for Sunday. I mean, what does that tell me? I think that tells us that they're going to really try and pass the ball about. They're going to try and be cutting edge in attack. They're probably less kicking, especially against Italy. Well, Italy are quite big kickers themselves, though, so it'll be interesting. But obviously, Fraser Dingwall coming in for his first start this Six Nations. It's going to be interesting going up against one of the best centre pairings in the world on pure chemistry in Tommaso Menoncello and Juan Ignacio Brex. So it's going to be interesting there to see how the Dingwall-Lawrence chemistry and connection goes up against those two. I don't think Dingwall and Lawrence have played together for England. If I'm remembering correctly, last season it was Dingwall and Slade and Lawrence was injured, and then Lawrence came back in and it went to that Slade-Lawrence. So I think this is a new centre pairing for England. Obviously they've been working this in training for a week and a half now, so I'm sure it will be fairly decent. And Dingwall is a good player. He's only played for England a few times, but he's very, very capable. Watching him for Northampton Saints, I think he'll be fine. But yes, it is a difficult challenge for them. It'll be interesting to see who Italy put out in the back line. I don't know if Caporzo and Tommy Allen and Iwani wasn't playing last week, so it'll be interesting to see who plays. Jay-Z played last week in the URC, so will they play him again on the wing? But yeah, that really rounds up this video. We'll get into a full preview of the game on Friday when Italy announce their squad, and we'll sort of look more at the matchups and potential tactics. But yeah, guys, if you got this far, please do drop a like. And as I said, I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers ideally before this weekend, but preferably at least before the end of the Six Nations. So do drop a subscribe, please. I really appreciate that. And we've got plenty more content coming up. Super Rugby, Six Nations predictions. I'll try and do a Six Nations round 4 preview in the next day or so as well. So do look out for that. But also, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.